Hey, my name is Phil and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a royalty-free music site called Artlist. And in this Artlist review, I'm going to be sharing with you the reasons why I've actually decided to make the move to Artlist. And if you are a video content creator yourself, why you should be thinking about it too. Now, just before I get started, if you do decide to get started with Artlist, I have got a bonus link in the description that's going to give you 2 months extra for free. So make sure you check that out if you decide to get Artlist. So, what is Artlist and why would you even want to get it? Well, Artlist is a royalty-free music library. It's got over 12,000 tracks and there's over 150 new tracks each and every month, as well as sound effects. And basically what it does is it gives you the ability to use these tracks on any type of video content that you may have. Now, what actually separates Artlist from a bunch of other competitive sort of companies out there is Artlist allows you to have it for personal and commercial use. So a lot of these companies will make you pay extra on top of your subscription for commercial use. And you can also have it with an unlimited amount of subscribers. I know a lot of these companies also charge you if you have either 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers or so forth, they're going to charge you more. Well, Artlist is a one price fits all. You pay for the membership and you can get as many downloads as you want, literally unlimited. You can download all 12,000 if you really want. And the great thing about it too is if you download these tracks, they actually give you the license so you can use them forever. So it's a very, very powerful thing. Now, one of the things that you need to worry about in future, especially if you are a YouTuber, is what YouTube is going to do with content. So recently they put out that they're going to be starting to place ads on top of non-monetized videos, which basically means if you haven't yet reached the monetization threshold or you don't even want to use it at all, if you don't want to run ads, basically they're going to be put there anyway. It's not 100% guaranteed right now, but it could be in the near future. And if you are using someone else's music that you don't actually have the license for, you will actually lose the monetization for that video, and whoever owns the music license is going to get paid your monetization credit, right? So it's a bit of a tricky situation. Now, if you're someone like me, when I first started on YouTube, I was just looking up on YouTube royalty-free music, or I was looking on SoundCloud for background music. What I have found from multiple friends though is after they've started using these people that actually created the music decided to license it, and then all of the people's videos in the entire world that have used this royalty-free music, which isn't anymore, is getting paid everyone's part of the share, if that makes sense, of the revenue of the ads. So it's a really big kick in the pants if you've been working super hard on your videos for a very long time and then someone just comes along and steals all of your ad revenue. So also something to think about. This is why I've actually decided to look into Artlist and royalty-free music licenses. And it's one of the biggest things out there. So that is basically the reasons why I decided to get started with Artlist. Just to compare it with the other ones, they have got over double the amount of tracks as all the other licenses out there. Now, Artlist is on a yearly plan, but you can actually get 2 months free using the link in the description. But even on the yearly plan, you're only paying $16.60 per month versus $20 plus for everyone else, and that's on their base plan. So that's much cheaper as well. Plus, it's also got sound effects and everything you need with the open license, so you can use it for commercial use if you wish. So what I'm going to do right now is basically, that was the gist of it. I wanted to get it out there. What I'm going to do is jump behind the screen and I'm actually going to show you Artlist and show you some of the tracks that are on there. Okay, here we are behind the screen. Now, just before I get started, if you want to get the 2 months extra free, make sure the page looks like this when you sign up. The link is in the description if you want to get here. It will give you the 2 extra free months. So this is what it's going to look like if you log into Artlist, right? I'll give you a quick sort of tour around the platform and then I'll show you some tracks that I really like. Basically, once you log in, you'll see at the top here, best of 2020. It's going to obviously change as the year goes on. But there's also the browse collections button, which I'll show you in a second. And there's also some popular types of playlists, right? You've got powerful, uplifting, vlog, cinematic, travel, and commercial. Now, if you scroll down, there is some recently released songs that are here. You can see the ones that are just brand new. I've got the new next to it. Keeping in mind there's 150 new tracks each and every month. It's really cool stuff. And then on the left, we have a mood tab, video theme, genre, and instrument, as well as spotlight, sound effects, and footage. So there's loads of different places to actually go for content. And then if you really wanted, you could go up the top into the search bar and you could type in some different things inside of here to find them, right? So it's really, really cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the browse collections, because this thing is massive. If you are just starting out, I would probably first look in here. There are so many different types of music that you can find. So as you can see, we've got like a best of, we've got cinematic, powerful, uplifting, travel, commercial, vlog, and wedding, which is really nicely done. Keeping in mind, if you are a video content creator for commercial purposes, you can use all of this music for that. And if we come down a little bit more, we've also got things like, Mysterious, Best of November, Skate, Cyberpunk, Curated Weekly. The ones that I really like, though, are it's actually created for like gamers, blockbuster movies, TikTok, drone songs. When I was creating drone sort of videography, I would never find the right tracks. Now everything is sort of put into here. The one I like the most is actually Lo-Fi Chill Hop. This is what I use for most of my music. And if I come down, there's loads of different other ones as well. Podcasts, you've got Valentine's Day, you've got cinematic travel, piano, you've got loads of different stuff in here, right? So thousands and thousands and thousands of tracks. Keep in mind, there's about 12,000 tracks. There's probably 13. I got the number from an article I read that was published last year, and they do 150 every single month, new ones. So there's no doubt loads more in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the lo-fi, because that's the one I like. And then if you see it over here, I'll just quickly turn down the music a little bit, like so. Okay. As you can see, we've got a bunch of different sort of songs in here. As you can see, I've already downloaded one of them. And you can actually create your own collection that will go up to the top right here into your library. Now, just to give you an idea of how things work, you can come along, you can play the different tracks. You're not downloading it, or you're not getting the license or anything for it yet. You're just actually listening to it. So I'll play you a few examples here. I'll play maybe this one. So you should be able to hear that. But as you can see, it's nice and chill, perfect for doing YouTube videos, things like that. And then if you're happy with it, what you can either do is favorite it, or you can download the track, add to cart, or you can share it, or you can put it into sort of a collections folder, right? So everything's inside of there. So what I'll do is I'll actually show you how it works. So you could click on the sort of favorite one. So if I wanted to check on my favorites, I could check on that if I want. If I wanted to download it, it's actually going to add it to the cart. Right, and if I look at the top, this little cart's got an extra sort of thing in it. You want to click on it, and basically the reason that you have to put it into a cart is just so they can send you the licenses, right? So what you would do once you get the license is just press checkout once you've got in the cart, sorry, and then you'll get an email inside of your email inbox, and it's going to have the link to download there, plus you've got the license if you ever needed it, right? So it just covers yourself in case of that type of thing. Now, if you wanted to look at your library, so I'll show you some of my sort of library collections that I've created. As you can see, I've got a few inside of here. I've starred them all. I've actually downloaded them all already. But just to give you a sort of an idea of the type of music that I'd throw in my backgrounds, I put them really nice and subtly, but it's still very powerful. Right, so it's just nice, simple music that you can sort of play on top of everything. It just makes it better than the silence, makes it sound a little bit more crisp and professional, if you know what I mean. So that's basically your collections. You can have your download history. You've got, all your different like albums and packs of songs and that sort of stuff. What I'm going to do now is quickly show you the different types of moods, and you can also change things as well by the picks, duration, and the tempo. So in the moods, once you click on here, you can see we've got loads of different ones to choose from, right? If you can scroll up and down to see all the different ones as well. Depending on what sort of mood you go for, it's entirely up to you. Sometimes it's really hard to describe the music you're trying to listen to, so they've got so many different types of scenarios that you can find the music. This one's more on like a feeling, right? It could be playful, it could be groovy, it could be serious, that type of stuff. More for the sort of cinematic video creator. However, it's there if you need it. And then if you go to video theme, there's also the same type of thing, right? There's electronics, and there's also nightlife, industry, landscape, slow motion, so many different tracks to choose from. And genre, if we go there, there's all of these different ones as well. Now, if you are someone like me, there are so many different selections. Choose what you're actually looking for. You could get lost in this forever. There's so many tracks. It's a good thing though. I'd rather have options than have none. Say, for example, if I wanted to go to a hip-hop, there's so many different ones inside of here. And if you're like an up-and-coming like rapper or something like that, there's loads of background beats you can have as well. And then you can also find those in the instrument type parts. So many different bits and pieces inside of here, right? Now, if you want to choose things by staff picks, you can. There's also top downloads if you want to get the most popular songs. There's also tempos if you're going for a certain type of beat. And there's also duration, right? So it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to this type of thing. I'll also try to create sort of a list of my favorite type of artists. The way I sort of find it is I go into so many of the different collections, and then I'll come down and actually find the artist. So this, I really like this guy here, Lilia, I think his name is Lilia. He's really cool. He's just like real slow, chill, hip hop type sort of beat. I'll give you a little example. All right. Right, so it's like just perfect sort of background music for if you're like teaching. I love to sort of put music in all of my training videos when I teach students, just because it sort of breaks it up a bit. It's not so bland and boring and plain. I know people lose focus quite easily, so if you have something that keeps the sort of body flowing, it keeps the attention there as well. So that's basically how I would use it. And then once again, once you're happy, you can just add as many different tracks to your cart as you want. Then you just simply go to the cart, checkout, and all of them would just get sent to your email inbox. Download them, put them in your music. And you don't have to worry about licensing or anything like that, right? It's all done. You've got the licenses in your email inbox. If anything ever goes wrong, easy, easy, easy to fix. Plus, you are covered, right? That's the main thing. You are covered. Now, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you inside of Artlist. It's a very simple sort of no strings attached type of music software. What I'm going to do right now is actually just jump behind the camera for a second and say a final few things. Okay, so that is Artlist. As you can see, it is a very powerful resource to have, especially if you are a content creator. If you're a vlogger, if you like to do product reviews like I like to, if you create commercials, whatever the video content might be, if you're a gamer especially as well, make sure you have licenses for the music that you use. There'll be nothing worse than having someone else getting paid for your hard work, so make sure you cover that before you actually create your content in the near future. And once again, if you want to use Artlist, I have got a special link that's going to give you 2 months extra if you decide to get started. The link is in the description. Make sure you check that out. But apart from that, guys, that is Artlist. I hope you have enjoyed this video. It is a very cool resource. I do believe it is worth the money. So make sure you do check it out. But apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Lots of cool videos coming in the near future. Lots of good resources in the description too, so make sure you check those out. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.